It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see the Colts' superstar cornerback. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Colts and the Cavs on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Caps of Chicago taking on the Colts of Anchorage. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And the scout folks believe that this is...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, they're controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we're seeing in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they've brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory. Yeah. That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now back to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off. He finds his man complete. That's Yates. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. A heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They give it off here to the tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Right, number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Hobbs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now 2nd and 5. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run on first down. Sherman. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But just
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
so many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open is Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wise. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead down to 3 at 13-10. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. You just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hobbs. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Sherman, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Yates.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Well, into a sea of defenders had intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
The pass on 2nd down. Complete to number 15.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was a good play. An incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Caps.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll set up a throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Caps add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options, you maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramirez. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Yates. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Yates. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively.
And this is going to be intercepted.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cats.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. There he goes, right side. And he's taken it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Chicago, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.